just 'cause I know it. This is our time, this is our day. Victories.
Hey there, Captain Flying Toaster here, and this is my first entry into my Rucking vlog series. Welcome everybody, brand new channel, so I appreciate all the folks out there watching. We're going to talk about what Rucking is, what it isn't, and kind of how I got into it. So in short, Rucking is the military-inspired sport of covering distance while carrying heavy stuff. Obviously, this has military applications, and some civilians enjoy it because we're masochists. This is different from what I would call backpacking, which is when you put a night's worth of stuff in your backpack and hike someplace and set up camp and maybe repeat the process the next morning, but there's generally a camping element involved, and there's generally an emphasis on keeping things as lightweight as possible. Rucking is backpacking on hard mode. I literally have barbell plates in my backpack to make it heavier. I choose a lot of my clothing and other equipment because it's heavier and makes things more challenging. As opposed to someone who is backpacking recreationally, they're going to try and make life as easy on themselves as possible. Like I said, folks that are rucking are doing it on hard mode. A bit of my background, I've been an endurance athlete forever. I started running cross-country in the early 90s and later moved on to marathon distance and ultramarathon running. And then I had kind of a crisis of mental health. And everybody kept telling me that with all the exercising I was doing and all the running I was doing, that shouldn't be happening. But it was, and I was not well for a few years. I dropped running pretty much cold turkey one day. I decided that my mental health was better served by getting more sleep rather than getting up at 5 or whatever in the morning to go for a run. Fast forward to the summer of 2020, which is when I'm recording this. The COVID-19 epidemic is in full swing, and we are here in Central Florida ever so slightly clawing our way out of some pretty restrictive lockdown measures. During our most locked down period, I was looking for something to do to get out of the house and kind of break up the monotony of those days. So I decided that I would go walk around the nature preserve and reconnect with nature, get out of the house. It'd be a fun thing for me to do with my teenager. But that masochistic streak of being an ultramarathon runner never truly died. So on that first walk around the nature preserve, I grabbed an old backpack and I threw two 25-pound barbell weights in it. And then I damn near died. We did a 3-mile ruck. I had to stop and take a knee a few times. I ended up dropping one of the plates in the bushes and coming back for it later because it was just too much. But everyone finished our 3-miler and we got home, and I thought to myself, that sucked. But I kind of like the way that sucked. I like the way that walking under load reminded me of the later stages of a half marathon or longer run, where your body isn't wondering, can I make this next stride as fast as the last one? It's wondering, can I even make the next stride at all? I really miss working the mental determination that it takes to do that sort of exercise. So I decided to make a habit of it. And I went back to two 25-pound plates, and in a matter of a couple of weeks, got myself some stress fractures. I definitely overdid it going out of the gate, and that's one of the things that we're going to talk about on this vlog, are some of the safety things and some training tips. But 50 pounds right out of the gate, more than a third of my body weight, was too much. So I recovered. I took a couple weeks off, let those stress fractures recover, and started again slow and steady. Started with an empty pack at first, started adding 5 pounds every other week from there on, and I've been proceeding injury-free for almost 2 months now. So I'm not an old hand at this, although I do have a background in scouting and in civil air patrol, so there's a lot of backpacking and outdoorsman type stuff that that I've picked up along by following those paths. But this vlog will be great for people that are just interested in getting into rucking as a fitness thing. A couple of things. I'm probably going to post at least once a week or so, maybe more frequently if weather and such hold out, less frequently if I get weathered in, because I don't mind the rain, I don't mind the heat, but I'm not enough of a masochist to want to find out what it's like to get hit by lightning. So thunderstorms, which are a common occurrence in the Central Florida afternoons in the summer, are one of the things that's going to cause me to wave off. So if you don't hear from me for a few days, it's probably because we've had our 3 o'clock thunderstorms for a week solid. It happens. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to use the comment page here. Those of you that know me personally know other ways to get a hold of me. Also in the comments, I'm going to post my GPS data from that day's ruck. Today I did about 10 miles. In a mix of rain and 100-degree heat index, so I am soaked to the skin. Like I said, about 50% sweat, about 50% rainwater. So that's sort of what you can look for on this channel. I hope you come back and see my next installment, and be safe, and I'll see you on the trails.